Welcome everyone. My name is Nick Lozano, and I'm very pleased to be your trainer for today's AdWords certification training. Joining me today is fellow agency trainer Bert Lamar, who will be producing today's Hangout. Should you have any questions, please enter them in the Say Something box located directly below this video. Let's take a look at what we're going to cover in today's objectives. We'll review the program's curriculum, which consists of our live training sessions and our extensive online learning center. We'll help you prepare for the AdWords Advanced Display exam, which is now available on our Google Partners site. You'll have the opportunity to assess your own knowledge of the AdWords Advanced Display by completing the brief self-assessment test included in the course workbook, which you'll see linked below. And you'll learn some tips and best practices for taking the Advanced Display exam. Now let's talk about the AdWords certification course's curriculum. Although our online training series is a key component of our AdWords certification curriculum, it's important to note that it's just one part of several training resources you'll need in order to successfully prepare for the fundamentals exam. In addition to the live training and the accompanying self-assessments, include individuals preparing for the exam have access to our extensive online learning center. The AdWords Learning Center is an exhaustive repository of articles, videos, and client testimonials covering a plethora of AdWords fundamentals, advanced search, and advanced display topics. Now you may be asking yourself, with such a vast array of training materials to choose from, where do I get started to prepare for the exam? Well, we're going to help you answer that question right now. We've audited the four major components of the curriculum: the live training, the Learning Center articles, videos, and self-assessments, and distilled them into a course syllabus of the training materials most essential for exam preparation. You'll find a copy of the syllabus on page 3 of the course workbook. You'll find a link to the workbook and below this presentation. When you've completed today's class, you'll be well on your way to being prepared to take the certification exam. That said, if you really want to optimize your chances of passing, you'll also review the post-work materials outlined in the syllabus. All told, completing all of the materials outlined in the syllabus, including this live session, should cost you about 8 hours of your time. I use the word cost because we very clearly realize that dedicating even 8 hours of your work week to an effort like this is a major investment of your time. We're also hopeful that at the end of this day, you'll agree that the benefits of certification for your agency far outweigh the cost of the time you've invested. Okay, now let's take a closer look at the fundamentals exam and some basic info you should be aware of. For starters, in order to be considered officially AdWords certified, you'll need to pass the fundamentals and one of the two advanced exams. Assuming you're here for the display training session, I imagine you'll be taking the display exam. When it comes to the fundamentals exam, you'll have 2 hours to answer 90 questions. You'll need to get an 85% or higher in order to pass. As for the advanced display exam, you'll have the same 2 hours to answer the same amount of questions, 90. The only difference is you'll need to have a 70% or higher in order to pass. For the fundamentals exam, you'll need to get recertified after 2 years, whereas the advanced certification requires a renewal after 1 year. The AdWords certification exams are now within Google Partners, and you can take the exams at any time for free. Now let's take a look at what we're going to cover in today's session. There are two key components to the display: the Google Display Network, which I'll refer to commonly as the GDN, and YouTube. During the first part of the session, we'll focus on the GDN, covering the value of display and the Google Display Network, planning a GDN campaign, generating creative, targeting options, measuring performance, and optimizing your campaign. During part 2, we'll cover the value of display on YouTube, targeting options, generating creative, bidding strategies, measuring and optimizing for performance, YouTube mobile ads, and then running mobile apps. All right, Without further ado, let's dive into our first topic. Let's start with the beginning and walk through an overview of display advertising and why it's valuable. The display network is a collection of websites that range from the more mass, well-known websites like the Not.com, the New York Times, and Slate, to more niche websites like ScienceNews.com, BabyNews.com, and so on. This network also includes mobile sites and apps. Google's tools and products aim to make it easy as possible for you to harness the full potential of the display space by giving advertisers access to both mass media sites, where there are high numbers of users, to more niche websites, where audiences tend to be more engaged. Let's take a look at how we can use display advertising for various client objectives. Display ads can be an effective media choice across a large variety of goals and can reach consumers at every stage of the purchase funnel. Display works for both DR and branding goals. One of the additional ways the display adds value is the fact that search and display play well together. For those marketers using search and display together as opposed to search only, we see dramatic increase in things like unaided brand recall, likelihood to visit a brand's website, and likelihood to purchase. So where exactly can your display ads run when you advertise on the Google Display Network? Google Display inventory comes from three sources: our AdSense publisher, the DCLK Ad Exchange, and Google-owned and operated properties such as YouTube and Google Finance. First, AdSense publishers are the primary source for inventory on the Google Display Network. Google AdSense is a free and simple way for website publishers of all sizes to earn money by displaying targeted Google ads on their website. The publishers determine the type and size of ads they want to allow on their site, and then Google delivers ads that are relevant to their content. Next, we'll source inventory from the Doubleclick Ad Exchange. All advertisers who are opted in to the display network have access to the DCLK Ad Exchange inventory. This allows their ads to appear on numerous DCLK Ad Exchange publisher sites in addition to those available through the Google AdSense Publisher Network. And finally, Google O&O properties. Advertisers opted into the GDN also have access to placements on the Google-owned and operated sites, including YouTube, Google Finance, and Google Blogger. So there's many benefits that come with advertising on the Google Display Network. First, as we discussed, the GDN has massive scale. With significant global coverage, your message will reach more of your target audience in more places more often. In fact, the GDN now reaches 92% of all internet users. Second, the GDN offers measurable performance and maximized results. We have tools such as the Placement Performance Report, Conversion Optimizer, and Conversion Tracking to provide a complete transparency into what's performing and what's not, giving you the actionable insights you need to help effectively optimize your campaigns. Third, the GDN lets you leverage effective targeting. A key driver in the GDN's performance is Google's ability to harness the best contextual engine on the planet to place ads against the most relevant content. Keyword contextual targeting, along with other targeting technologies available on the GDN, including placement and audience targeting, allow you to build and target your own custom networks and to find and connect with the right customers more effectively and more often. That's it. Now that you know about display with Google and the value it can bring to advertisers, let's talk about exactly how ads show up on the GDN. AdWords is an auction-based system that allows advertisers to bid for ad placements on the GDN. You can bid on a CPM, CPC, or CPA basis. The winner pays the minimum amount necessary to outrank the next advertiser in the auction when the ad appears. One of the key benefits of the auction model is that advertisers can choose the right pricing for their goals. One option is CPM. With this kind of bidding, with this kind of bid based on the amount you want to pay for impressions or views of your ads. This works best if you want to focus on branding when it's important that your message be seen by as many of your target user groups as possible, and generating traffic is not your primary goal. CPC is another option. Just tell Google how much you're willing to pay per click. CPC is a great choice if your goal is to drive clicks and traffic to your site. This is great for DR advertisers who value clicks and traffic. Finally, there's CPA bidding. CPA refers to cost per action or cost per acquisition. You can use CPA bidding by setting up conversion tracking and turning on Conversion Optimizer for your campaign. CO automatically finds the optimal CPC for your ad each time it's eligible. You still pay per click, but you no longer need to adjust your bid manually to meet your CPA. So now we know how to buy on the GDN. Let's talk about your ad's rank and how it's determined. You can manage your display campaign bids by using Bid Multiplier for enhanced performance, campaign bid adjustments and reporting, campaign bid adjustments and reporting by time, bid higher when your business is open, location, optimize bids for different locations and near specific places, device, bid for users who are on mobile devices to optimize ROI. Bid adjustments for display can adjust bids for targeting types, placements, topics, age, gender, interest, and users. In each ad group with stacked bidding options across the ad group and campaign. Additionally, multiple bid adjustments. Customize bidding strategies to optimize for any combination like location, device, or time of day. You can also layer the various targeting types. One thing to note is that for display campaigns, you can utilize operating systems and carrier targeting. Now let's talk about ad rank and your ad's position on the GDN. Placement-targeted ads and keyword-targeted ads appear on pages on the display network based on their ad rank. Ad rank for placement-targeted or keyword-targeted ads is determined depending on whether the campaign uses cost per click, CPC, or cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM bidding. With CPM bidding, your rank is determined by the bid and landing page quality. With CPC bidding, your CTR also helps determine your ranking. So that covers the value of display and the GDN at a high level. Let's now dig a little deeper. Now that you know about display with Google and the value it can bring to advertisers, let's turn to actually how you can plan a campaign on the GDN. There are 5 main stages to planning and implementing a display campaign. Identify your goals. Is your goal DR or brand related? Identifying goal upfront will help you properly select your targeting choices, pricing models, creative messaging, and even metrics. Find your target audience. Finding customers distributed across thousands of publisher sites can be difficult. Luckily, Google's targeting tools help you to find your target audience and connect with the right users at the right time. Create your custom display ads. You can use Google's Display Ad Builder to customize a new ad or upload your own. Either way, we let you customize your message to be specific to your product and audience and deliver the desired user's response. Set your bids and budget. With Google, you only pay what an ad is worth to you. We'll talk more about how you can select CPC, CPM, or CPA pricing depending on your campaign. And finally, understand performance management tools and features. AdWords offers several ways to help you evaluate and manage the performance of your display campaigns. It's important to understand them up front so that you can be ready when you need to optimize. Let's start by talking about display creative. The Google Display Network is a wide range of ad formats. We've come pretty far from the Punch the Monkey banners a decade ago, and with many ad formats and placement options, you can communicate your business in whatever method works for you. Text ads are just like your basic search ads: a headline, 2 lines of text, your destination URL. So you can reuse the ad creatives that you've already put into your search campaigns and simply put them on the display network. Text ads are the most basic type of ad display. They can be created directly in your AdWords account and are often referred to as sponsored links. The second type of ad is image ads. Image ads are graphical ads that can be motionless or animated. You can create and upload your own image ads or use AdWords ads to create one. Image ads can be served by any certified 3PAS. The third type of display ad is video ad. I'm sure you're all aware of the different types of video ads, but we'll go through them in greater detail in the YouTube section. Last, rich media ads allow you to more actively engage a web user than a standard text or display format, as they allow greater interactivity and dynamic content. Rich media ads can include video ads, flash animated ads, and ads that mix text and animated content and designs. So how can you ensure your creative assets are set up for success? The Ad Gallery, formerly known as Display Ad Builder, is an ad creation tool that offers various display ad formats in different categories, including video. You can create a video ad with the Ad Gallery in any campaign that is opted into the Google Display Network. Benefits of using Ad Gallery are the ability to create and edit your ads easily for free, and the ability to differentiate your products and services. It's important to set yourself apart from the competition. Use images of your products and colors that match your brand and your logo. This can help customers make more qualified decisions about whether to click on your ads. Take advantage of these design options with the Display Ads feature, which will offer additional benefits that text ads can't. You'll create each format using a video template, and your campaigns can include other ad formats like text and image ads. The available video ad formats use cost per click, cost per 1,000 impression, or cost per view bidding. You can use the videos that are hosted on YouTube or upload a video on your account. We'll automatically create your ad in the most standard IAB ad size. The ads you can create include product showcases, galleries, and industry-specific ads. Let's move on to our next topic: targeting options. There are a multitude of targeting options, and we'll bucket them by those that focus on the content on the page, which we see in blue, and on the other side we see our options to target based on the audience itself, which is what we see on the right. We'll look at targeting in 2 core buckets, reaching those based on what they're watching/looking at, that is, of course, by content, and then the other reaching based on who they are and targeting by audience. Now let's walk through each. Placement targeting are specific sites in the GDN that you specifically select to target. First is placement management. If you want to run ads on the GDN, but only on hand-picked placements, you can select this option in the campaign settings. Second is bid management. If you'd like to raise or lower your bids for specific placements based on the performance of those sites, you can add the site as a managed placement and simply raise the bid for that one placement. You may also see an automatic placement that you don't want to entirely exclude, but that doesn't generate strong ROI. You can add it as a managed placement and lower the bid for that site. Topic targeting lets you serve ad placements based on dynamic categorization of sites on the GDN. This form of targeting allows your ads to be eligible to appear on any page in the GDN that has relevant content related to your selected topics. To display your ads on those pages, simply select one or more topics that you find relevant for your ads. Keyword contextual targeting is best suited for driving performance with cost-efficient conversions, especially when pairing with CPC bidding. This targeting method will identify the most relevant pages where your ad is eligible to appear based on your keywords, showing your ad on sites where users are more likely to click. And then there's interest category marketing. When it comes to audience targeting, interest categories allow you to reach those whose previous and/or recent actions across the Google Display Network indicate that they're enthusiasts or very interested about a certain topic. Finally, there's remarketing. Remarketing is a feature that lets you reach people who have previously visited your site and now show them relevant ads when they visit other sites on the display network. When people leave your site without buying anything, for example, remarketing helps you connect with these potential customers while they browse other websites. You can even show them a compelling message or offer that will encourage them to return to your site and complete a purchase. So now that you understand the full range of targeting options on the GDN, let's move on to our next topic, measuring performance. Advertisers with direct response goals are usually more concerned with maximizing their ROI than creating brand awareness. The key success metric for direct response campaigns is conversions, since this tells you how many people are completing a goal activity on your site, such as a purchase or sign up. Other metrics that you should monitor are cost per conversions. This is the amount you pay per conversion, which should correspond to the value your place on high activity. Conversion rate. This metric indicates the percentage of visitors who subsequently complete the goal activity. And then view-through rate, view-through conversions. These represent additional conversions that came from people who saw your display ad but didn't click on it and then later visited your site and completed a conversion. When it comes to branding campaigns, reach, frequency, and user engagement are the key metrics that matter. User engagement can be measured through click-through rates or interaction rates using rich media. Mouse over rate, which is the percentage of time users mouse over an ad for one or more consecutive seconds, is also a useful indicator of user engagement. Now that we've reviewed key success metrics for both DR and branding campaigns, let's take a look at the placement performance report, which can help you monitor and optimize your campaigns as well as optimize. It's important to know exactly where your ads are running. If you don't have control over where your ads appear, it won't matter how compelling they are. You need to know where the placements your ad is appearing on are meeting your DR goals. Excluding irrelevant or poor performing sites. You can get more qualified traffic by excluding sites that don't perform well based on your historical data. In addition, you should look at performance at the keyword level. Make sure you include negative keywords. This will prevent ads from showing on irrelevant themes, resulting in more qualified clicks. In short, excluding what doesn't work, sites, times of day, demographics, and keywords. Google offers tools to help make these exclusions simple. Now let's move on to our final topic of part 1, optimizing your campaign. It's important to review its performance on a regular basis. It's normally good to wait 2 to 3 weeks after creating your campaign before reviewing the campaign's performance too thoroughly. This way, you have a larger set of data to work with, allowing for a more informed decision. However, you will want to do the following in week 1 of your campaign. Immediately monitor to ensure it's accruing impressions, that your targeting is correct, and that the ads and landing pages are set up correctly. Also, you should evaluate performance regularly, including a check of all of your settings on a periodic basis. In addition, consider looking at how performance trends over time. You may see hourly trends, day of the week trends, in which case you can use a feature called ad scheduling to maximize your ROI. Google lets you maximize your ROI with auto optimization tools that we'll cover next. Remember, you first have to implement conversion tracking to take advantage of these tools. Once you've enabled CT, you can take advantage of Google's auto optimization solutions, including Conversion Optimizer and Display Campaign Optimizer. Also, you'll need to have a history of at least 15 conversions per month for these tools. The Conversion Optimizer uses conversion tracking data to give you more conversions at a lower cost. It achieves this by optimizing your placements in each ad auction to avoid unprofitable clicks and get you as many profitable clicks as possible for your campaign. How does it do it? It automatically calculates the optimal equivalent CPC bid for your ad each time it's eligible to appear on the GDN site. You still pay per click, but you no longer need to adjust your bids manually to achieve your CPA goals. There are several benefits for implementing CO. The first is increased profits that you can achieve when Conversion Optimizer gets you more conversions at a lower cost. Second, it's easy to use. Conversion Optimizer improves AdWords' ease of use with less time spent managing bids, since the feature does a lot for the work for you. It's easy to turn them on as well. Third, there's no additional charge. There's no additional fees for the interface. Keep in mind that Conversion Optimizer works best for advertisers whose goals are mostly conversions or DR oriented. Now let's take a look at Display Campaign Optimizer. There are several benefits of implementing Display Campaign Optimizer. You can potentially increase profits because Display Campaign Optimizer gets you more conversions at a lower cost. It's also really easy to use and improves AdWords use with less time spent managing bids, since the feature does a lot of the work for you. That concludes part 1 of our session. Let's review what we've covered. Having covered this first section, you should be able to describe what the Google Display Network is and its core benefits, reach, measurable performance, and targeting. Understand the best practices around generating creative, identify the various targeting options that exist, when to use them, and whether focus on content or the audience. Implement a campaign on the Google Display Network and the settings that will set up to reach the right users at the right time. Measure the success of that campaign based off of your marketing objectives, whether DR or branding focused. Lastly, the ability to optimize your campaign for improved performance using various tools and strategies. That concludes our part 1 of our session. Let's move on to part 2, YouTube. Let's take a quick look at what we're going to cover. The value of display on YouTube, targeting options, generating creative, bidding strategies, measuring and optimizing for performance, YouTube mobile ads, and running on mobile apps. Let's move on to our first YouTube topic. The value of display on YouTube. Since YouTube was founded in 2005, it's grown rapidly and is now the largest video sharing community and the second largest search engine in the world, behind Google.com. Marketers can benefit from the huge scale of more than 6 billion hours of watched video each month. Video searches have many different behaviors and goals than traditional text search, many of which are more valuable for marketers distributing a message contained in a video. What draws these millions of users to YouTube? YouTube's unique benefits are for the user as well as the marketer. As you can see in the chart above, users benefit from access to the largest inventory of professional and user-generated videos in the world. With a variety of content, you can find a community of people commenting, sharing, and reacting to videos, as well as the ability to post, watch, and share from any device. Marketers also see unique benefits from advertising on YouTube. Their brands are exposed to a large community of users that are highly engaged with content. Additionally, marketers can use YouTube as a way to deliver their message in a safe environment. And lastly, YouTube is set up in a simple self-service platform that allows for easy setup and measurement. Now that we understand the reasons both users and marketers are attracted to YouTube, how can we as marketers harness the power of YouTube and reach the right audience at the right time? Let's review YouTube's many targeting options. There are a lot of ways to target a YouTube audience. Demo, geo, and language contain demographic targeting, which allows advertisers to target their audience based on their age, gender, or a combination of the two. Geographic targeting pinpoints users by their country, state, or even zip code. Language targeting also serves ads only to those users who have selected to access that from the site in a certain language. There's also targeting by topic, keyword, contextual targeting, and interest category marketing on YouTube, similar to how we target on the Google Display Network. Remarketing is the ability to target users on a cookie list you provide us. And then finally, user type and uploader. User type allows you to target users by their self-declared user type. Uploader targeting is the ability to specifically target users who upload videos either frequently or recently. While any user can upload a video to YouTube, ads are placed on a subset of these videos. YouTube serves ads on those videos identified as claiming copyrighted content, as well as on videos that are part of the YouTube Partnership Program. These partners might be traditional broadcast partners, professional content producers, or producers of similar user-generated content. Some examples of these include established media properties like NBC, new media studios like Machinima, or YouTube hits like Virgin America's latest video. Let's move on to generating creative. YouTube supports a wide range of ad formats and targeting options: video, rich media, and display. Video assets, which include a standard in-stream ad, which is a non-skippable ad format that can be bought through a CPM or CPC basis. TrueView in-stream, which is an auction-based skippable ad unit where users can choose to stop watching after 5 seconds of the ad. Advertisers only pay for those users who are engaged and stay to watch. This is bought on a CPV model, or cost per view. And TrueView in search ads, which allows you to target keywords you want your videos to show up against. This is, of course, on a CPC basis. YouTube offers a lot of opportunities for rich media, which include a massive scale and impact of YouTube's homepage masthead unit, which shows for 24 hours to users in the country you have purchased. Lastly, we'll look at display assets. Display assets include standard banner or the multi-purpose unit, and in-video ads. Let's move on to YouTube's brand channels. A brand channel is a destination for your client's brand on YouTube. This platform can be used to develop your own custom channel that truly represents your brand. In addition, a brand channel allows you to build a loyal audience of subscribers, enabling you to communicate and engage with an opted-in audience. There are 3 key benefits to having a brand channel: discovery and engagement. Viewers can watch your videos, add and read comments, subscribe, and share your channel with others. Brand channels also incorporate a customization feature, which allows you to upload banners, background images to match the look and feel of your brand, or include a gadget that can be used for contests, games, and downloads. Measurement with YouTube Analytics allows advertisers to find out which videos perform best and why through an in-depth tracking of videos, channels, and comments. Now that we've talked about the different targeting types and options on YouTube, let's discuss some of the tools that can be used to create ads for YouTube. First, we have the Ad Gallery, which we reviewed in our earlier section on the GDN. It's an ad creation tool that offers various display ad formats in different categories, including video. You can access the tool on the Ads tab on any page of your account. The Display Ad Builder allows you to use pre-designated templates unique to AdWords and mixed with other ad formats in the AdWords campaign, with the exception of TrueView ad formats. Second, we have AdWords for Video, which is specifically designed to help you build online video campaigns more quickly. Only TrueView video formats are supported. To use AdWords for Video, video ads must be hosted on YouTube. When you use AdWords for Video, you can obtain a detailed level of reporting. Move on to our next topic, bidding strategies. When buying ads on YouTube that are managed through the AdWords auction, you can set them to be bid on a CPC, CPM, or CPV bidding strategy, depending on the campaign's objectives. Some of the benefits, and depending on your objective, are listed. Buying media on YouTube can be done one of two ways, reserve or auction. Reservation placements are available through your Google account teams. With reservation-based placements, you have access to different YouTube inventory that is not available through the self-managed AdWords account, such as a homepage. Pricing for reserved inventory is based on a predetermined spend and impression-based reservation model, or in the case of the homepage, a cost per day basis. Auction placements available on YouTube through AdWords. YouTube is part of the Google Display Network and allows you to bid for ad placements with the Google auction just as you would for placements on partner sites. The winner of the auction pays the minimum amount necessary to outrank the next advertiser in the auction. Now that we've covered that, let's take a look at measuring and optimizing for performance. So in line with Google's core mission of organizing the world's information and making it universally accessible and useful, we introduce you to YouTube Analytics, a self-service analytics and reporting tool that empowers your brand to find the story behind the numbers, with a smarter and easier interface that deciphers the why, how, and who behind the detailed statistics of your video and channels. YouTube Analytics provides metrics on your video and channel content, allowing you to learn about your users, content, and performance, and more. This allows you to discover your story, build your audience, deepen audience engagement, and make better videos based on your audience. YouTube is not just a huge destination on PCs, it's a huge destination on mobile as well, which takes us to our next topic, YouTube mobile ads. YouTube Mobile delivers a powerful video message on tablets, Androids, iPhones, and other types of smartphones that allow either an app or have been accessed to by m.youtube.com. With YouTube's reach of more than 1 billion people each and every month, YouTube Mobile is a huge part of that number, accounting for almost 40% of all YouTube viewership on YouTube Mobile. So let's take a look at some of the ads available on YouTube Mobile. Banner ads can appear on the home page, watch page, and search page of m.youtube.com, and video ads can appear on both m.youtube.com and the YouTube mobile app. Within banners and video ads, there are a few key ad formats. YouTube Mobile offers high engagement and high reach via site-wide mobile roadblocks, such as the ones pictured here. YouTube mobile roadblocks allow for advertisers to have 100% share of voice on m.youtube.com for 24 hours, resulting in 20+ million impressions. Roadblocks are available across all mobile devices. YouTube mobile in-stream ads allow advertisers to run ads alongside relevant content just before the user reaches their desired content. YouTube in-stream can appear within Android, YouTube, and on m.youtube.com. The YouTube mobile brand channel increases video views and brand engagement for those using the mobile YouTube app. Just like the desktop-based YouTube brand channel, the brand channel allows you to customize the interface for your audience. Now that you have a solid understanding of display advertising on YouTube, let's move on to our next topic, running on mobile apps. Google Display Ads can show against a wide variety of apps from the Google/AdMob network of mobile apps. Apps can be as simple and functional as the online grocery list or a rich gaming experience. Apps can be purchased or downloaded from iTunes and the Google Play Store. Apps that serve against these apps, ads that serve against these apps can be on a CPC or CPM basis. CPC ads are purchased through AdWords auction, while CPM ads are reserved through Google representatives. There are many formats that we can utilize, and they include the following. There are a wide variety of ad formats. Interactive video ads engage the users as they launch the app or click on a banner. Interactive interstitial ads are ads that appear within an app. Canvas and expandable ads are started by the user and can expand to cover the entire phone screen. Tablet image banners engage users on this highly interactive mobile device. And static and multiple panel banners are image banners that are animated and available across mobile devices, including smartphones and feature phones, from high-end devices such as iPhones and Android. Lastly, the click-to-download app ads allow text or banner ads linking to an app store to promote your app to targeted mobile users. The most cost-effective way to drive downloads for your app and to attract new users is a click-to-download campaign that links directly to the Google Play Store or iTunes App Store. So let's take a look at what we reviewed in part 2 of today's session. During part 2, we discussed the value of display advertising on YouTube as it provides and the large reach that it provides. We illustrated steps in planning and implementing campaigns on YouTube, including targeting, bidding, and creative strategies. We've looked at how to measure and optimize your campaigns for improved performance and some helpful tips. We've demonstrated the reach and engagement of YouTube mobile ads as the #1 mobile video site. We've also explained the opportunities for YouTube mobile ads, including targeting and creative formats. Lastly, we outlined the various creative formats available on YouTube mobile apps. That concludes part 2 of today's session. I'd like to thank you all for attending today's session and ask you to please take a few moments to fill out the survey below. You'll find the link just below this video. As we said before, it's very important to study before taking the advanced display exam. In the comments below, we'll be sure to link our course syllabus, which outlines some of the materials that we've covered, as well as some additional materials to help you study. I'd like to thank you again for attending and wish you the best of luck.